plenty. And to kick things off, it's going to be TODAK with that already whittling down those members coming from Hail Esports. He secures that very quickly. That's going to be the first blood taken by the Malaysian team. Kenny holding down the line as there is a big swing coming from 9 to take another member down. Hail Esports, they crumble. 1 out of
15, number 5 team versus team number 10.
Ooh, Kim bring the brand new weapon into play, as this could be the map exclusive with the JS7. Now going for a big swing, Lazarus. Almost missing the mark right there, as Kim is actually following suit to trace where is he actually going instead. And he's just going to try to bring the fight towards the members of Vampire Esports, but the backup has arrived in the form of Huey. So now it's 2 versus 1. Kim, he was going to be ending up with those members picking it up. Whoa, Woo, then take on MXG.
Mixer Gang, Macaris, it's going to be trio for all these fights. They're leaving one man behind just for the sake of the recall option. But for GLU, they can afford to lose here as well. They need those points. They need to at least get some eliminations. But Xbox, aside of GLU right now, they are more contributing points to its Mixer Gang instead of getting points for themselves. And Mixer Gang might actually score another, as Gatslow finished them off with a Fido's point, and they are very scattered. It's going to be eArena next against another GLU member, Stickley.
Stickley by the stair walls, but he's going to be shredded. It's still going to be a full send. Esports only by the corner of the walls, and they get the first contact, but not quite enough. Razak instantly getting touched. Well, it's going to be Zeta from the off angle over the top side of the roof in order to form an exchange, and he's already bringing it down to a 1v1.
Oh, Zeta finish off. Here comes another one, 1v1 between a round ring around the Rosie. They're going to go in circles, and Zeta won with that shotgun. And it's going to be 3 points contributed to it, so VOIN Esports. And part of them actually stays in the blue zone just in case things didn't work out for them. But for Homebois, shooting them immediately. GLU, they might not ended up with the points, so they have to win this fight no matter what.
Oh, he missed his moment, and just with that grenade, it knocks down KF. Thankfully, KF did manage to bring back a member, so it's not down and out. Just really on a mission to eliminate those members of Glue, but it's only down to Noel at the moment.
Noel in the center with, that JS7 will not last him long enough. His solo against the rest of eArena. But Xbox is Stickley coming up from behind. Here comes the Nick flying over, but Sakura don't reset himself. But Stickley managed to get one shot, beautiful one from a far off angle. Will they go for the execution? It's down to TECNO and Sakura to actually go and save NC2. But we do have Mixer Gang versus BTR next. The fight between these two teams still unfolding as TECNO will cook the net, cancel it out, go for a CQC, perhaps UMP versus S12K. We've seen this happen before. It's down to the pilot of the weaponry to do the work. But Xbox putting out Sakura, what a reflex and what a big swing.
Now, just across the wall, Xbox, he needs to heal up. But take a look at that. That's a tag over of TECNO. He's not able to heal himself in the tick of the moment. Stickley also teaming alongside in order to bring Glue Squad back in order. And just like that, eArena, they got overwhelmed and they kind of underestimated the sheer firepower. And right now, Alter Ego goes toe-to-toe against FaZe Clan.
Chopper will try to stop Rosemary Chaco as well. Both actually cooking up the nade coming over to his side of the corner. But the circle shrinks around Yulin. It's going to be very similar to yesterday's circle as well. So everybody will try to fight for those high. Go back to the side of Alter Ego. Snape is down as well. Chopper managed to finish him off. Where's the last member? Did he manage to go for the recall tower yet or not? I think it's a bit far for the whole map losing right now. And sort of finish off Zeros. This is going to be it. TODAK down to 2 players on the side of Team Secret. They're not having so much either. Down to 3 right now. 9 got their elevations. But it's going to be GK. Actually,
they're already 9 points up. I believe they will be able to close that distance with TODAK already being eliminated.
And the Beast is alive and taking those people down with 5 eliminations by himself. But eArena and C2 down to last player. Hey, this is a problem. This is a big problem as they got eliminated.
We go back to BTR. Vampire Esports is the one to challenge. Last we saw, Crazy has been the nuisance to try to deny players from going for those revives. And now Vampire Esports, they know that there's no other option but to fight out the rest of BTR. And that detonation finds two. And now it's only down to Federalis.
Nasty name by Mela, but Nasty are coming out from get that match point very soon then.
Sure enough, they need perhaps 2 more elation points. And if they do happen to get Chicken Dinner, that's already 20 points. Went back to the side of Alter Ego as they are taking up big fights one after another. Already 11 points for the side of Alter Ego. And like you said, Rosemary, the absolute carry right now. 6 points under his belt. And I believe there's plenty of Snape. He's hunting out for the rest of the members of Hale Esports right across the wing. And it's only...
Spotted out Hill, made a U-turn for Tiger X. And that's going to be the last member of Hill right now. They couldn't afford to lose. But for Rosemary, this is the map they want to aim for this elimination the most. They tried multiple times. We saw it across the map just now since the start. But it didn't work out quite right for them. And Hill, Tiger X last play also got eliminated by the Xaviers, who need more points than they do compared to Hill on the side of Vikings. If Vikings and Mixer Gang will actually push them.
Now we're already in the top 8 where there's already placement points gathered.
Center, they got plenty of space to play with. But I do have my eyes set to BTR. They're not taking any actions. They're waiting for the time until it's top 4 perhaps. Then they start taking action because they know those rank points so valuable at this point on the side of BTR.
Absolutely. And at the very same time, they were also locked into that same terrain. I believe there was a couple shots coming from AE towards BTR, so they could not afford to move. But now they're hunting out for the member of FaZe Clan. He was hiding in that little dip, and just like that, with a full swing of the squad, they've been able...
BTR, Razy couldn't actually reset himself, taken down by Nate the Xaviers. But we have the mid skirmish, the top teams with the most eliminations. Alter Ego rising back from the dead. They might actually score 30 points here for this map, only even, they might even score a chicken afterwards. And that's going to be big, but McCarr is 1-8 to his side of Drang, but it's going to be Vikings with a full squad still. Won't already cooked the name. They are a bit busy against them now, but Tins can do anything about it. He has to leave. Down to 1 HP, but possibly back-to-back. It's going to be the Xaviers and BTR. Oh, they didn't hit the match point before they went down.
At the very least, they make it into a top 6 finish alongside with 8 points being gathered. McCarr so far buying so much space by himself for MXG, but the Blue Zone's already chipping in. Very risky place to be. Now he's putting the pressure alongside, but he gets snatched from a crowd.
Ending here. Speaking of the teams that seems to be rising the very last day at the very critical moment. Both teams need those points, especially the Xaviers. When it comes to eliminations, it's not too little, but not too great either compared to Alter Ego. Of course, they just let loose
them into the finals. We'll have to see how many more rounds will they get, but a chicken dinner will definitely change their fate right now. And now who secures it? And Alter Ego landing the strike onto the side of MBKE. Barely any wiggle room left for the side of the Vikings as they're using those vehicles as cover for the moment, and they're drawing every
repositioning 2-2 formation aside of Alter Ego. 2 of them tried to cover on the northern side, the other 2 tried to see what's on the southern side. How many teams are there? But for the Vikings, the smokes pop kind of give away the information as well. Wound T advancing forward. It's a bit too much at Riz and Nate. What a spray! Not even a glimpse to get it out. Barely. If not, he got no more rifles to work with. There you go, running down to the last reserve magazine after this. They saw prey for quite some time now, but couldn't advance through because of where Alter Ego's at. From the Xaviers, this will wipe the smile off their face. While Sharp was spotted by Par. These 2 teams. Last 15, Lamborghini the Xaviers running out of the bullet.
2, but his smoke's now been deployed from the side of the Xavier. Exchanging bullets after bullets. Snake now locking his eyes over on that very far corner. Alter Ego does have a little bit more of that wiggle room after calling into those boulders, but is it gonna be? And it's gonna be all these. Definitely, it's all sent out pretty wide as well as short. Nothing connecting so far, and the longer it takes, these resources might not mean anything at all once the smoke subsides. And Paragen is pushing through the smoke.
It's a bit risk to take it. But go big or go home, they say. They really want this chicken for the side of these Avians. They're willingly to go and advance forward. Might actually have to shield their body just for the sake of advancing to a side of Alter Ego. But the Blues start to close in and for the side of Alter Ego. Snap is down. Paraji with a nade, but there's going to be some trade-off with MAQNA getting those knocked down the side of Parajin as well. It's too close for Parajin. While the rest of these Avians a bit far for the cover fire, but they need to advance either way because the Blues start to shrink out and also will chug down their life. But the nades a bit short and a bit hard to toss. It's down to those long fights, long range shots coming out. Lamborghini toss another one in the center for what? Maybe they want to build a crate in the center so they can actually take a high and take a hide in there. But Snape is down. Rosemary next. That's Crypto down. It's going to be the Saviors. They needed this.
Up against the rest of Team Flash. Those nades are now dropping right in. Krypton, though, is getting tagged up by Bulls from another angle.
And Bo's always good when it comes to working with angles. It's going to be the top dominator of Team Flash versus Rosemary. I want to see this one unfold, but unfortunately Zeus coming out from off angle here. This is the best play coming out from Team Flash. They are setting the trap very neatly. You cannot even spot. Just let them slip by. But right now the chase is on and Zeus spraying over to Snape. Snape, oh, he needs a reload. There was a clear line of sight. But when he hasn't actually given up yet, Snape down to 1 HP. He needs to go for the reset by his... I want to toss those Molly, but he needs to go for the healing first. But when here comes the nade flying over.
BTR, they accumulate another 3 point. Blue Squad, they will be able to take down the final members of Team Secret while the rest of eArena fight through the hillside. They finally put a dent up against MXG, but still, they somehow survive with Getslow hugging tightly by the tree.
Oh, but you saw the shots coming up from BTR on the minimap. The moment the smoke dissipates, it's going to be as clear as day for them to shoot him down. It's just a matter of time with the Blue.
Zerus tries to trade back. Meanwhile, 2 members up against 1. Zerus behind that wall. He doesn't have much space, but somehow he's still pretty much healthy. After all the exchanges, and Tiger Egg do knock FaZe Clan down again. FaZe Clan might be eliminated out of this tournament.
Well, at least we still have 3 more maps to go now. FaZe Clan, they cannot afford to lose early on that one. But Tiger Axe, he scored one before he scored another one with a very long toss of nade. Very precise. Zerus, at least he will fight back on the side of Team Secret. They're down to 2v3 right now. Juke and Zerus, what can they do? Can they pick up their team members? As Juke already knocked down Zerus, it's down to him only. Oh, this is going to be devastating to watch Team Secret, despite they are in the top 3, but they barely got any progress. They're starting off the day with 50-ish point. And now with only 65 for the longest time in the 60s, while the other teams on the top already progressed so much regarding their points here. They couldn't afford to go down now, but Zerus, things seem to be very slim. As they know where he actually stands, it's the matter of time only. They will wrap him around. Real. A lot of teams seems to be very interested around farm, but oh, this is what they need. Limboy. Oh, here's the star player for Homebois MAQNA, but with Real already taken out. Real's always very separated compared to all his other teammates. Last time we saw the same scenario from Homebois as well.
Yeah, and it seems like it's the same occurrence once again in the farm where he's just trying to take one space, and it's unfortunate that
Homebois did with one Real out of sudden, out of nowhere, a bit far from the rest. But for TODAK, we talked about their rotations before. They always got caught in the process. This is going to be the same thing happening again.
Oh.
But any console happen. You can't let that out to shoot you down. We've seen that happen multiple times before, but on the side of Team Flash, it's going to be the Vikings. The Vikings on the rise here. They got himself in the top 5 as well from the bottom before. Now break knockdown. What a nade by Dobbs. Zeus on the other end. Spot out another player. It's going to be Trunks on the ground. Vikings losing their men, and I don't think...
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on this, Chuchu, especially with the introduction of Rondo, and that keeps the climb up into and BTR, they're getting struck down!
Oh, they want to go wild, but things did not turn out like how they wanted to be. Razy got shot down immediately when he was driving straight to crash the compound of Sam 9, but Red Face is on fire today. Can they actually secure this clutch? The rest of BTR has just arrived. They will pick up on Razy. That's going to be basic, but me cut and made it over toss, and he's down on the ground. BTR, the attempt is a success. And this is what I said, Sem 9 don't cluster up together. That's their point of reconvene. That's when they've been taken down. Just split it all apart all day long. Please.
A little bit more. But the problem is not out yet. FaZe Clan as well as Vampire Esports, they're fighting for the hillside.
Now, heading over to actually commit to this too long. The Blues have stopped to arrive in stage number 3 going to 4. I think for them to actually involve later after they get out from the blue, but at least in any constellation the side of Mixer Gang, MAQNA is still alive, so he can go for the survival points instead.
Well, it is rather tough right now for them to even consider of any form of pickup, especially with the number of members coming in from the
Finish off the last member from the back. He's been tracking him a long time. And it's going to be a potato hills of Pachinko for the next circle. And GLE has got it in their hands.
Find out against Homebois. They're dropping those big nades. And they open up shop. And it is going to be a big pickoff coming in from Kim from the top side of the roof.
It's 3v4 by the way, but they're being gatekept by the rest of Homebois MAQNA. They have to go through and through Homebois MAQNA if they want to survive this one. But the Naze is not making it easy as TODAK immediately lost Kenny in the process. And Lim Boyd covered himself. Lucky they got himself that smoke grenade. But VOIN, they arrive with a hovercraft. You have to run when there's hovercraft flying over or running over to a zero. Unfortunately for Team Flash, things not working right. They were surprised. They had to guard down because they were rotating as well. Leaving down to only Zeus to do the plays on the side of Team Flash. They're not doing so great when it comes to this Super Weekend compared to the last one. But for VOIN, they're hunting him down. They are not letting go in.
VOIN Esports tries to run the members of Blue over, but it's not going to be as easy as that. KF waiting in the wings, and once again, it's KF. Oh, Bill can catch over onto Zeta. He's going to make it pretty easy to just clear out that fallen member of VOIN Esports. And now, VOIN, because they were caught up between Team Flash, now they are getting caught up.
But we do have a rotation coming from Vampires. And it's going to be held. They're challenging at a confrontation between these two teams.
As you can see how swiftly Vampire Esports executes this. 2 members back-to-back taken down from the side of Hill Esports. And 3Touch a little too far off. And he's also being pummeled with a couple of bullets. FaZe Clan now being charged by the rest of the neighborhood. As longer they wait, a lot of all these bodies will be off of the list already. FaZe Clan, desperate attempt to get into the zone. And they drive straight towards the crosshair of Alpigo. But they crash onto MAQNA.
Now, Rosemary, how he will respond to this. At least the rest of his history for FaZe. But BTR, they're going straight into the arena. Oh, this might be it. Make it big or make it home. But Vaxi, he's holding the doors. On the side of BTR, it's going to be NC2 taking them down. But the runners coming out inside. BTR won. The next contender being put on hold for their map and points. This is huge for BTR. They still managed to work out as a 3. 10 points elimination. It should have been eArena in their shoes.
This might just be over right here, right now. Somebody's got to stop them, but they're fighting against each other instead. Blue holding down the line. They have a perfect line of sight against the rest of Vampire Esports, making a dance. Xbox, he's clutching this moment, but he gets brought down instead. Mel, with 1 HP left, will have to deal with safely right now, and they found it.
So if BTR just completely eliminate GLU, there's no other contenders going to fight against them anymore.
This performance is absolutely out of this world, which is why they've been known as the Red Aliens, they've been known as the Knights, and now they have the vitality to now triumph. They're gonna run them over. Glue is gone. This might be it.
Is glued to the ground. But we're pounding all the other teams here right now. These Xavier's making it a go against Team Flash. They're in fact, oh shoot, we have last bodies to get our points here. At least they score himself that 1 elimination out of Team Flash. Now, will they search for these guys?
I think all that there's left to do is go for the hunt, but it's going to be MVKE to really crash the gates of DX, and somehow now to 1 versus 1, and they will be able to find that exchange. Vikings still prevail in full send, and it's going to be the Vikings that makes it to the top 2, and BTR is rushing in to close out this weekend.
God. Are you kidding me? This is the shortest day we had in our entire life. What's smasher implemented! BTR! They smash it back to back! Are you kidding me? This never happened in history! We didn't even get more, we didn't even get to the break!
And it's also crazy.
Oh, this is... You want to congratulations again to you guys.